I'm not saying he's wrong, because he does make a lot of sense. I'm just saying I don't quite feel that he's right, which makes me think we should definitely go and talk to this Graham person. We didn't come here to get involved in the local politics, but I have to say this place is slightly less horrific than the other outposts we've been to. No offence to Edgewater. Okay, maybe a little offence to Edgewater, but, you know, this guy seems humane, which is a bit of a, you know, rarity from what I can see. So I'm not against the idea of helping these folks out, although I would like to speak to this Graham person. Actually, we need to speak to Celia as well.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon.
Yeah, hello again.
What can I do for you today?
What was that exchange about? You're having money trouble? Grim asked me to check in about his tossball poster. Yes, that is why I'm here.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse.
Okay.
But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Okay, fair enough. Earlier I overheard you say you were having money trouble.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Raptidon acid. Is that a designer drug, or are you actually talking about some body fluid from a Raptidon? Do you normally blow your money on Raptidon parts? That was stupid. Well, was it? I don't even know why she needs it. What? Why are you buying Raptidon parts? What?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock,
Okay,
really.
no, you're stupid. Yep, no. Why are you buying so much from Sebastian? If you've got money okay, well, curiosity is a terrible thing. Why?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
Really?
He's sort of the strong,
You're so
silent
perceptive.
type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Have you thought about just saying, hi, would you like to go out with me? And perhaps help me carry a lot of this crap I bought from you out of my apartment? Just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask.
Really?
Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
But before I speak to Sebastian, if I do speak to Sebastian, why? What do you like about him, apart from the fact that he sells odd body parts?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
There are other fish. You really want to be someone... You really want to be with someone you can't talk to? That is a good question. But there's a side of me terrified to ask it. However, go on then.
You think that's what I'm looking for?
Okay,
You're funny.
okay, it's the legs. All right, no, that's fine. That's
Sorry, sometimes I get carried
Yeah, no,
away.
no. Just. She wants a man with a good pair of legs and doesn't care about the fact that he sells body parts and looks like he's got something else on his mind. Probably a serial killer. As long as he's got good legs, right? I mean, that's all that counts. That's all that matters. What were we doing? What were we actually doing? We were trying to find Chef Raymond. We need to buy a dustback casserole from him for Parvati, and according to the map, he should be found somewhere in this.
Sounds like wrapped in here. Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the saltuna smell.
Trust me, this is worse.
Oh, left field. Why do I feel like that's somewhere Felix is going to want to go? Right, there's a bunch of shops and things around here that we might want to check out as well. Although, I'm wondering if we should also check the sublight contractor. They're in that direction. I think according to the map. Does this look...
Help! Someone's been killed!
Okay. Hello?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Do not do it on me. Pull yourself together and tell me what happened.
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
You need to contemplate a hot shower? Wait, are you not going to report it to anybody? Is there a sheriff or... He wasn't lying. He's going to go over there and sit down and contemplate. Vending machine disc... Okay, this is technically none of my business, but... Apparently it's nobody else's business. Okay, seriously, there's a dead body here. Oh.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
A murder? Hey, is this the part where we go hunting for clues?
Only if we're idiots who have got more curiosity than sense. So yes, this is where we go running off looking for clues. Okay, if we go in there, we're looking for clues, is someone going to pop through this door and go, aha, you is the person what did it? Okay. Alright. This person's really been mauled. I mean, it... Wait, that is blood, right? I mean, it's a weird colour. It's a slightly orangey... Is it just the light? It's probably the light. It's steel magnum. Don't be stealing things. We're that's the last thing you want to be... Aha. Tossball betting slip. This betting slip lists some incredible bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from left field tossball betting. That's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? Okay. Was there any other clue? Does nobody need to be told about this? Okay, we're not stealing things. We're not thieves. Not really. I feel like... Hello? Excuse me. Extremely nosy person. I'd like to ask you some questions. Hello? Or I'd like to run around your apartment and jump up and down. Hello? There's a dead body next door. Somebody's been murdered. Oh, please tell me you're alive. Shh. Hello? Well, no wonder people are getting bloody murdered. No one pays any attention. You remember I said this place was slightly less horrific? Hello? Did you okay, you know what? Talmadge Care.
The body's in the first apartment on the right. So much blood.
Right, I know. I see the body on the right. Okay. The stainless steel rat. Okay, that brings back memories that are really irrelevant and totally and utterly inappropriate at a time like this. A man's been killed in Stella Bay apartment. It falls to you to figure out what happened to him. Why? Why does it fall to me? Is this how things work here in this colony? First person to show any interest is now responsible for figuring it out. We were here to... Oh, that door's open. We were here to actually buy something from Chef Raymond. At least we can... Can we ask around? Everett Gill. Hello, Everett.
Good day to you.
Okay. Chef Raymond. Or is it Chef Raymond?
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Why? Yeah, why would you even admit that? What?
Because there's no shame in having overactive bladder muscles, all right? It's a perfectly normal medical condition.
We're used to folks swooning at our feet. You don't gotta be embarrassed.
A healthy survival reflex is nothing to be embarrassed about.
Why would you...
Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
What? Why?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rat spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
Okay, why did you ever thought about leaving? Why did you stay? Curiosity is taking over again?
Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
Okay, seems like you'd want more than centimeters. Yeah.
I could do with a few kilometers of cold vacuum, but that spaceship has flown.
I was thinking thicker walls, to be honest, but yeah, the vacuum is space. What? Why don't you just leave?
Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then?
You forgot stabbed. That's also a possibility. Yeah, you might get stabbed. That's...
Well, thank you for reminding me. As if I weren't already destined for an early grave.
Why haven't you asked to join my ship? I was half expecting you to say, hey, say, can I get on your ship? Parvati, we could do with a chef, couldn't we? Although, possibly not one with an overactive bladder. My engineer's looking to get a dustback casserole. Can you cook one of those?
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht, and the mushrooms, well, Not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
Whoa! Whoa, 3,000 bits? You take me... Yes, do you take me for an idiot? No bloody casserole's worth that much. Try again and try harder.
What? No, Captain, I don't want you to do it this way.
You're right, boss. I think this guy's trying to fleece
3,000?
us. Maybe we ought to pay him in a couple of busted kneecaps.
Both of you, stop it.
Okay.
It's all right, miss. I'm a coward at heart. Made that clear from the outset. Look, Captain, this is the best I can do without putting myself out of business.
2,000 is much more reasonable. 2,000? Are you nuts? Fine.
I'm mighty glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. Nothing I can do to speed it. That's just how cooking works.
Oh,
There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady. You're a gentle soul, miss. Be careful with this one, all right? He's kind of a brute.
Oh, gosh. My tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
brute! You tried to charge 3,500 bits for a casserole! It's just... I mean... For comparison, let's have a look and... Plasma launcher. Okay. That plasma launcher... This plasma launcher has a sell value of 69 bloody bits! God, I hate that. Okay, we've got what we came for Parvati. And I think we'll take her back to the ship and bring someone who is a little less squeamish for the rest of our business here. I mean, we want to go and talk to the sublight people, and if we're investigating a murder, I feel like perhaps... Oh, Sebastian Adams Wildlife Emporium. Okay, well, we'll deal with that later. Right now, I sort of feel like I want to get to the bottom of this murder. For reasons I'm finding almost impossible to explain, so I'm not going to try. We're just going to put it down to that horrified curiosity that comes with being an extremely nosy person who happens to have landed on a planet where no one cares that someone's been murdered. Well, Sam is a big no. He still gives me the willies, and that reduces my perception amongst other things, and I cannot help but feel that will be useful. Vicar Max does help me with science and hacking, which could be good in an investigation, but honestly I think medical knowledge probably wins out here. Plus, we've not really spent that much time with Ellie, so we, get to know her. Not spent that much time with Max either, but I sort of feel like I know him a little better already. Okay, let's get to that betting office. We came here with some very specific tasks, and all that's happened since we got here is we've been getting distraction upon distraction upon distraction. And I suspect there are more distractions waiting to happen. Memo to self. Speak to man hanging around outside bar. People who hang around in bars tend to hear things. Now, I think that is the place we're going to find that person who has the poster.
I hear those rich people in
But
Byzantium.
for
pay a
now,
handsome
let's
bit
just
for rat
focus on
Bet they also pay to make a statement.
investigating this murder. Constable. Constable! Is this... Okay, hello? Hello? Is this the police station? Hello, I'd like to report a murder. Okay, this... I would like to report a crime. And preferably not commit any. Okay. Does this take us in there? Hello? This does not look like a police station. No, it does not. Okay, you know what? Let's stop wandering around in what is probably someone's domicile. Can we get in there from above? That does not seem likely. That does not seem the sort of way you would enter a police station. No, it does not. Okay. There's another. Can I just... Oh, yes, I can. Okay. Oh, this just comes to the other side. Okay, that's not really particularly useful. I was... Oh. Okay. It's... blocked. Alright. Oh. Oh, can we... Oh, so we have to go via the roof. Does that seem suspicious to you? A plasma carbine and some bypass shunts. Just convenient. Okay. You know what? Let's stop wandering around back alleys. Even if our intentions... Ooh. No. Okay, you know what? I have a feeling we're not going to be able to report this crime, and we're going to have to investigate it ourselves, so... For now, we are the local constabulary, I guess, which is kind of worrying, really. I'm going to close that door. I feel somewhat guilty. Okay, so this is left field. And... Hello? Nell?
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths.
They're all pretty great. Like, I play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings, don't you recognise me? I'm not here to chat about teams. Who has time to watch grown men, women? That is not likely to get me the information I need. They're all... I don't know anything about tossball, but Felix here does. Do you think he'll... I play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings, don't you recognise me?
The Darlings? Seriously?
Go with me.
I mean, yeah, you're looking at the Darlings' newest recruit. Boss is a shoo-in for Rookie of the Quarter.
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch?
Investigating a murder. No, this is part of a goodwill tour of Halcyon. We're meeting our fans across the colony. Yeah! Okay, what have I got myself into?
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought.
You get to listen to games all day? Stellar Bay really is a paradise.
It's pretty swell, but it's a whole lot better with company. Say, I don't think I've seen you before, and I'd remember that face.
I'll try not to be a stranger then. Name's Felix, by the way.
Oh. Get a room. No, leave it, let him, let's just... Ooh, Felix is... If he gets the information this way, I'm okay with that.
You should stop by more often. The games are always better when you've got someone to celebrate with.
Sounds like a good time. I wouldn't mind bringing a couple drinks and settling in for the pennant match.
Look at me, getting carried away again. So, what can I do for you?
Right, okay, you said you were having trouble receiving the tossball game transmissions. Did she? Okay.
Graham's always filling the airwaves with his propaganda, like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Okay. That did not... Okay, that's not really helping. Okay, thank you. You were very helpful. It's not clear what happened to the victim, but something in the apartment might point you in the right direction. You found a betting slip from left field tossball betting. You know what? I'm wondering if there was more to find. And now that we have a medical specialist with us, she'll be able to spot it. There was probably something else. I probably didn't pay enough attention. I found one clue and went running off thinking, aha, I've solved it. Right? The betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers. So I didn't take the betting slip with me? No, I didn't. All right. That's a steel... Okay, what the hell are we missing then? What are we... a bag. Hastily packed suitcase, several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and colour, were stuffed into this suitcase. So he was getting ready to run. He knew... Oh. All right. Okay. So he knew... So that is a he, yeah? He knew someone was coming for him and was packing to get out of here. And obviously I could not ask for more information until... Out of curiosity, just... Oh yeah, we can get around here. Is there a back way into the betting place? There looks like there is, but it does not look like it's going to open. Okay! Hi! We missed you!
Here to catch a game? I'm afraid the transmission's still pretty bad. What can I do for you?
Right. Okay, so... I found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment. Please don't ask what I was doing in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
Oh. Terrible teeth? What do his teeth have to do with anything?
They were pretty distinct. Monarch doesn't exactly have a thriving dental industry, and Isaac seemed to get stuck in all sorts of bad habits, dietary and otherwise. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the liter, other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
So who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Behind the yacht club. Thank you very much.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Right. Investigate Elijah and his group. You know, now might be the perfect time to talk to the man hanging around outside the yacht club. Hello, Bennett. You don't look like the sort of man who's involved with, Okay, well...
Laws. Can't a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace?
No, definitely doesn't seem like the sort of man that would be involved with hoodlums, really. You've got a lot of brass for a man doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, you do, actually. You've just been stood here the entire time, and you're complaining that I'm disturbing you?
What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
Then why are you doing it outside a bar? You moron. Your neighbors probably aren't missing your company either, come to think of it.
And how should they know what they're missing? I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted.
You miss the good old days.
Days of consumption and culture. When we weren't squabbling with the iconoclasts for lack of better things to do. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
Ooh, to kick you very hard. But apart from that, I wish to leave you alone and never speak to you ever again. Okay, let's find this
I wonder sometimes what they're doing
Elijah
on other
and
colleges.
his gang. I think we're going to have to
Think they're
go
watching the same serials,
around.
following the same
He's in
tossball games?
an alley at the back
You're not
of the
listening to a
yacht
word, are you?
club. This is not
My back aches and
an
everything
alley.
smells like this.
It
I just want to enjoy my beer.
Sebastian. Oh, we probably need to talk to you. Okay. Hello?
Sir, please, I need your help. I can pay.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
It's more dissolving than melting.
Okay,
That is not helpful.
Right, exactly. That is just, yeah. So your child is missing. Where did you last see him?
Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the man to save your little Tucky. And I was right. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy?
He's been missing for... Why would Tucker run away? Yeah, why would he run away?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up.
Okay, how old is
I just know
little
ripped
Tucky?
his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
Little Tucky's a grown man, isn't he? He's a grown... Where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he?
Right.
No. And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a manta queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
All right. Where is Amber Heights?
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with them nutty iconoclasts. Or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak.
I think...
Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby.
I think I can see why your son ran away, actually. What were you saying about the iconoclasts?
Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good.
Not sure I'm seeing the problem here.
You're one of them, aren't you? You should be ashamed of yourself, young man. Just as your mama would be.
Right.
How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who'll listen. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head.
Yeah, sure. If I see him, I'll tell him you're really worried about him and want him to come home.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Right, yeah, we'll get right on that. We will rush off and save little Tucker if he actually wants saving. Okay. Okay. Elijah, Berta, and...
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Okay. Hello, Elijah.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
A secret alley. First of all, it's not a secret. You can't have secret alleys that people could just walk into. You don't get to pee on them and say, oh, now it's a secret. It's not a secret, it's just smelly at that point. It was probably already smelly, but it's just a bit smellier. I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
You just admitted it. I'm making it my... Yes, I'm making it my business.
Oh, yeah? What are you saying, exactly?
Oh, good grief. I'm dealing with a genius here. You bullied people long enough. If you know what's good for you, you'll clear out and never come back. Or I could just shoot him. Here's the problem. If I start shooting people, will I get into trouble? I don't really know if I'll get in trouble. Just get out of here. If you ever come back, I'm going to kill you.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Oh. Okay. Do you think we should... No, we get into trouble for that, surely. I mean, it's not like we're actually deputized or anything. Is that their ammo? Can we take that? We can probably take that. That's just ammo that's
staying out of sight.
Left behind, right? That's... I mean, stuff in boxes... Oh, God, you know what? That might not be their ammo. You know what? Let's not get into trouble. Okay, where did they go? I sort of feel kind of like we
So, you're really running around with us now, huh?
Sure am. I'm a part of the crew now. Got my own bunk and everything.
You know, Felix, now that you're a real pirate, I should induct you into the Pirates' Code of Silence.
Ooh, the Code of Silence.
Oh, dude, don't fall for this.
It means you agree not to talk for a very long time.
Seriously, you've just... Dear, oh dear. Is this... I think this is the front entrance to... Yes, to here. Sanjar.
A fine day for business, isn't it?
It...
Anyway?
Might be.
What can I do for you?
Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him, and I didn't capture them.
But that's terrible. What happened?
But yeah, it was Elijah and his hooligan friends. I ran them out of town. But they yeah. So they kind of got away.
I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them eventually.
Oh, yeah, of course you would. Yeah.
Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
500 bits. 500 bits. Oh, well, yeah, no, thank you very much. That's very, very generous of you. That will buy me a quarter of a casserole.